episode in Florida. It's gonna be so yapping in Florida. Yapping in Tampa.
Spoiler alert, I'm going to Florida. We're going to Florida.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert, see you in Tampa. Hi, everyone! I'm joined here with the amazing, the wonderful, the beautiful Ella.
Keep going.
Oh.
Oh, that was so nice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make that my ringtone.
Ooh.
Or like my alarm in the morning.
I'll make it louder and better. Don't worry.
Promise.
Mm.
You can like think about it. Like,
One thing about me is that I love lying.
I'm sorry. Back up.
Like, mainly to strangers.
But
like,
I don't understand how that correlates to the thing.
But like, I love like a little small. Like the other day, Ice called me and she was like, "Oh, like where are you going?" I was like, "Oh my god, I actually so weird. I have to go to Pennsylvania right now." And she was like,
love that.
"What?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, I know, it's so crazy." And then I was like, "I'm just kidding. I just love lying."
Wait, but what were you lying about just now?
I probably won't make you a ringtone or an alarm.
Okay. Well, whatever.
Today we're going to be talking about sports.
Let's
Just
go.
how much we love sports.
Love
We
sports.
both, well, at one point, we both worked in sports.
R.I.P. Just kidding.
Ella and I both worked for UConn Athletics.
Yeah, I still do.
I know. It's
Girl,
hard.
I'm not
because-
graduated
It's
yet.
hard because I don't. So
Yeah,
at one point, we both did at the same time.
that's true.
Right?
And I would always see Kayla and I'd be like,
Yes.
Kayla!
Yes. And I'd be like, "Oh my god, Ella, like you're doing something that's so fun, and I'm bored."
Yeah.
So like that's the thing about sports.
That's the thing about sports.
Like your job could be, I don't know. I just feel like what I see you do, I'm like, "Oh my god, that's so much fun." And
Really?
then, like, I'll be like, "Yeah, I work in sports," and it's like the most boring thing ever.
it's still like fire. Like it's like your TikTok of like, oh, like I forget that I work in Gamble and like you just walked out and it was like Gamble.
That is the thing. Like,
Yeah.
I did like realize that I was fortunate enough to like work at UConn because I don't think of it. I feel like from an outside perspective, UConn is like incredible, and obviously I think that, but like
Yeah.
I've been surrounded by UConn my entire life.
That's the thing people are like, do you know what a big deal it is to work for UConn? And I'm like, yeah, but like when you're in it, it's like you see like these athletes day to day and then you're like, oh my god, they have like millions of followers, but they're like such kind people.
It's just like your job.
No, it's so strange. It's so weird. But then my
weird.
dad's like, these athletes are like literally changing history. And I'm like, oh yeah, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And like you get to know them like on a personal
Yeah.
level.
It's really interesting.
Tell us what you do at UConn.
At UConn. Well, I'm a senior this year, which is really weird. Really weird. It is sad.
I keep telling Ella that it gets worse. And it does. I'm here to remind you.
Like, I don't believe her because I hated college, but
So did I.
I love the sports. That's the only thing I liked. Like, you hated college? And it just gets
Yes.
worse?
Yes.
No.
I'm not kidding. It gets worse.
Oh, I thought you loved college.
Here's the thing. I always say this. I loved college. I hated school.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
College is the best. Not the school part. Everything other than the school part, amazing.
Yeah.
But also, like, I'd always be the type that's like, I can't wait to graduate. I can't wait to be done. Like, from, like, I've always hated school, like, growing up.
Yeah.
And then my mom and, like, my friends and everyone would be like, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. I'd be like, no, no, I'm not. I miss it every day.
I know, it's like how rude that we come to college and they make us go to school. Like, what?
Exactly. Higher education? No, I'm here for vibes.
No, I'm like the lamest college student you'll ever meet, though. Like, I'm not going out on the weekends. Like, I'm sober. Like, I'm just, like, not. Like, I'm not, like, woohoo, college. I'm like, let's watch a movie and go to bed.
I mean, fair.
And I think that's okay.
But, like, I feel like college is just, like, it gives you, like, an independence, but, like, you're still, like, a kid.
Yeah. That's true. That's very true. Yeah. Now,
Like, I think that's the best part. Like, you have, like, you're on your own, but, like, you're not far from home.
no.
I wasn't far from home.
Yeah.
I can always go home.
And I will go home. One thing about me is
One thing about
I
Ella
will go home.
is that she goes home.
It looks like you're sitting so far away from me, but you're not. Like,
I'm
it looks like
basically
you
on your
literally
lap.
hate me.
Back
You're like,
away.
stop touching me. No, yeah, no, I
First and last episode.
Oh. Okay, I guess I won't see you in Florida. Okay. Yeah, no, I will go home. Like, I don't know. Something about, like, I do love my home at school, but just, like, being home, nothing compares. I don't know
Yeah.
why. So
I feel like, how far are you from home?
45 minutes.
I was like a little over an hour.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it's like the perfect amount.
Yeah.
Like if I was like hours away, I would never go home.
No, 100%.
But like I'm far enough that I'm like, I don't really feel like driving an hour. But then sometimes I'm like, okay, yeah, I could do it.
Okay, sorry, I totally missed your question. So, what do I do at UConn? Anyway, back to me. No, I was kidding.
No, and I forgot you didn't even answer.
So I work for the UConn men's basketball team, which is super cool. My junior year, I literally hated school, and I was like, "What is the coolest thing I can do on campus?" And I was like, "Work with the basketball team." And my dad's like, "Yeah, right. Like everyone wants to do that. Like, be so for real." And I was like, "No, Dad, just wait." I went in and I started their TikTok with my team, which was super cool. And I run their TikTok. We have like 40,000 followers, and it's been so much fun and like such an incredible opportunity.
I just don't think of like them not having a TikTok.
Really?
Like, I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Did the women have a TikTok?
The women do, but like they don't have a specific TikTok person. Like they call me TikTok. Like the team calls me. They're like TikTok.
Yeah.
Like that's my name.
No, that's literally your job. That's your name. That's your job.
Yeah.
That's the thing about you is that when you want something, you grab it.
Yeah, I like remember over that like that summer, I remember basketball posting for like internship job opportunities, and I was like, oh my god, this would be so cool. But I do like social strategy and like iPhone videos, and people are like, okay, like whatever. We're still in a weird spot where like that's just becoming normal to have someone shooting iPhone content, but like it wasn't a few years ago. And I didn't do videography and photography, so I'm like, why would they hire me?
But like I feel like nowadays, like, why not?
No, 100%.
Like, why do I need all this equipment and all this when it's just? I feel like it's more personal, like on a phone.
Yeah, well, I think for some platforms you do. You obviously need like the very high resolution content, but then for other platforms you don't. And like, I mean, I started in the influencer space and I work in the influencer space, so like that's how I kind of learned about everything. Mm-hmm. But these huge celebrities like hire people to do iPhone content. It's wild. It's really crazy. It's so cool though. I love it.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do at UConn.
We kind of talked about this on our special project.
Our special project. Okay.
Should we just say something?
Do you want to?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Should we tell them the full story of the name?
Oh my god, yeah. We definitely. This is a perfect. Yeah, we definitely. Okay. This is my favorite story.
Okay,
like it's so good.
You tell us what we're doing, and then I'll tell the story.
So me and Kayla are starting. Drum roll. Can we get a drum? Oh wow, a podcast, a sports podcast where we're interviewing college athletes and sharing their stories because we just felt like there's so many incredible stories that need to be shared. So. Yeah. Get ready, buckle up.
Get ready, buckle up.
But what's it called?
The name of our podcast is Out of Bounds. Wow. But Kayla thought that the term was out of bounds for 24 years. We have a shared photo album, and I named it Out of Bounds, and I got a couple crazy looks, you know?
Just a few.
I didn't think it was that crazy, though. But apparently, I've been saying it wrong my entire life. It's not out of bounds. It's out of bounds.
We're like, what? Why did you call it out of bounds? Like, I thought it was, like, maybe a funny thing. Like, haha. No.
No, I was being 100%.
She had to Google it. She's texting her father. Like, she's, like, talking about, like, she's like, but something about the ball is bouncing. And she's like, but it makes sense. No.
Like, it just out of bounds. Like, out of, like... It's like out of bounds, like the boundary line.
Yes. Like, mm-hmm. And it's like the best part of the story is that we went to record our first episode. We didn't have a name, and I like listed off. I was like, we could do this out of bounds. Am I saying it right? Out of bounds.
Exactly.
For some reason, during the episode, every time the title was said, you were the one saying it, but she said out
and nobody caught me until I wrote it down.
She's like, out of bounds, out of bounds.
Out of bounds, out of bounds, out of bounds. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
You can see my confusion, right?
100%. No, but like if you listen to the first episode, you probably can't even hear it. But like the whole episode, she's saying out of bounds.
No, now everyone is
so
gonna be
funny.
like,
it's like
this
so
girl
good.
is dumb.
We're gonna post that video for sure. Like, for sure, of her figuring it out.
And you know
it's
what?
amazing.
That's okay. I have no shame. Because,
Period.
like, it's close.
For sure.
Okay.
It was just like a few letters off. It's like 3.
Barely.
Or 4. I can't think. 3 letters.
2. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. It's 2. Like, I don't know, like 20 letters.
Yeah, like the whole
Can you
word is
come
wrong.
closer? Do I smell bad or something? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, rude. I'm actually wearing Valentino, so I know I smell good.
You want me to sit on your lap?
Like, please? No, just like a little closer, so it looks like you don't hate me. Hello.
Is that better?
Yeah, I feel like we're comfortable now.
Now I feel like
She's like in the corner of the screen.
I'm like such a corner person that I like forget.
Okay.
The question I was going to ask, not even ask, because I know, but like, you played, what did you play? Lacrosse
And basketball.
I'm not laughing.
I'm pretty sure she's laughing.
I'm not laughing. Did you play basketball?
No, Kayla, I didn't play basketball. I rode the bench, and Kayla knows this already, guys. But she thinks this is a funny little...
No.
She's like, how can we embarrass Ella and Kayla Yaps? Let's talk about her sports career.
I think listen, Ella may have rode the bench, but your coach said that you were an important part of the team.
I was a personality hire.
Yeah, you rode the bench, but that just like builds character.
I feel like that's like the equivalent of getting a participation trophy of what you just said. Like, it builds character.
No.
Yo, I was like key to that team. They would have been nowhere. No, I'm totally kidding.
No.
I'm totally kidding. The skill level, they were really good, actually. I was cheering really loud for them.
Yeah, and that's okay. You could have been a cheerleader.
No, I couldn't have.
Can you do a cartwheel?
Yeah, I can't do a flip. Oh my god, I can barely do like a back bend.
I can't do a cartwheel.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to do gymnastics, and one of my best friends, we did gymnastics camp together, and we had this thing where we would practice back handsprings. And I was like, right, who's going to get a back handspring in 1 week?
Just practice a back.
It was like a little like wheel thing. You just like, literally, my best friend could do a back handspring in 2 days. Like, fully jumped. I was like...
And you didn't.
I wasn't even close. I was never doing a back handspring. But like, in 2 days, she's like, watch, back handspring.
I can do a somersault.
That's good.
On the ground, like not in the air.
I wouldn't expect in the air.
I don't expect me to be in the air
It's a
all.
flip. Except on your way to Florida.
You know, when we're at...
You should do a somersault on the plane. That's technically in the air. That was not even funny. Sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, thank you for...
Dang it!
When, fingers crossed, knock on wood, the UConn women's basketball team wins the national championship.
Wait, no, that's not when they do it. Like,
Okay.
hello?
When they win the national championship, I'll do a cartwheel.
Okay.
I don't know how to, but I'll do it.
We're going to post it on TikTok.
Yeah, don't... Mark my words. This is a bet with the internet. I'll do a cartwheel. I might die. But it's okay.
No, you won't. We'll like make sure you're okay. You can
I might have to start practicing.
Yeah. You're gonna be doing a back handspring by then.
Anyways, we get off topic a lot, but it's my favorite thing ever.
Me too.
It's a little bit of gymnastics in there, a little bit of lacrosse, a little bit of basketball.
Gymnastics was like when I was little baby.
I mean,
but
I did ballet when I was little.
Oh my god. I did too, actually. My grandma was like, "You'll be a ballerina," and I was like, "Babe,
you will be a ballerina."
I walked into my recital when I was like probably 10, and I was like a diehard. Like, I was like gonna compete. Like, I was no joke.
I was way younger than 10. I just want to let you know, but continue.
Oh, no. Yeah, I did tap, jazz, ballet. Like, it was intense. And I walked into like during the recital when I guess like they were performing on the stairs, and the owner of the dance place like put his hand up and didn't say a word to me, and I was like 10, and I started crying. I was like, I'll never go back there.
Oh my god. Wait,
so
why?
dramatic.
Just so you wouldn't perform?
So I wouldn't like mess up the dance because they were doing it on the stairs, and I was like,
oh my god, Ella.
yeah, it was. I was
That's
really upset.
highly embarrassing.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just a little girl.
I'm just a girl. My last recital when I did ballet, nobody told me to go on stage. And my mom came backstage and was like, Kayla, you're supposed to be on stage right now. And I was like, I'm in kindergarten. Other than that, I only played basketball.
Okay.
Ballet for a hot minute. Actually, a slow minute. A cold minute.
We don't never forget this. So Rose, obviously, she was a back handspring girl.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
But me and Rose like did dance together. Can I name drop? Shout out Rose. Like whatever.
Shout out Rose.
We did dance in like 5th grade or something, and it was like through the rec, and I did a headstand at the end of our dance, and then Rose came in and did a headstand too. And I was not a happy camper. I was like, yo, what is up with that? Like you just like unlocked a memory. Like I totally forgot.
No, yeah.
I was like,
I don't have any memories.
Love her to death.
No, love her to death, but she kind of stole your thunder.
no, she's literally my best friend, like ever. Like it was, but like that is such a funny memory.
That's like my only memory I have from ballet, that I missed my first recital.
That's
or last
so
recital.
sad.
Last ever.
That's so first and last.
Literally.
Literally.
I have no memory of any of that. I was quickly a basketball girl.
I could see that.
I think I started in like the 3rd grade.
Okay.
3rd? Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I just never stopped. It got to the point where I do like the fall league in the fall, the regular season in the winter, AAU in the spring,
Oh,
summer
wow.
league in the summer. Like it was all year. And we didn't do fall ever. Like I feel like fall was mainly like the season that like I didn't have basketball. But like it was constant.
Yeah, that's no joke. If you're doing it year round, like you're playing AAU, like
No, AAU is honestly the best because it's like you just travel so much and it's just different than like your team, like on your school.
yeah.
Because like
Should have done AAU.
No, yeah, they really
They were trying to recruit me, but I was like,
they appreciate bench warmers to the max. Like
I mean, obviously, justice for bench warmers, like
justice for bench warmers.
obviously, you know.
Okay, now we're getting into the men's versus women's sports.
Oh,
Ugh, yeah. Growing up, when I would like be in high school, and like, I feel like it's obviously so much different now, but like, I just like vividly remember like at our games, it'd be like our parents and some friends and a couple of students and whatever.
yeah.
And then like, and we also had 2 sides of the bleachers, like in our high school.
Mm-hmm.
They'd only open up one side, the smaller side, for our games.
No.
Men's games, they'd open up both and they'd be full.
No.
Like high school, like back in the day, like high school men's basketball. What are they doing differently than we're doing? Hello.
Well, okay. I was at a event the other day for women in sports, and like obviously we're big page UConn fans, all the UConn girls. But I do have to say this was a cute story. But I do have to say the other day I was listening to a story at a women in sports event I went to, and this apparently was about this kid who like shot a basketball, like a super crazy shot, and he was like, Caitlin Clark from 3.
I think I saw that.
Did you? That's adorable.
I think I was like a little boy.
I think so. Yeah. I was just being told about it, but I heard that it was like super cute, and I was like, let's go. But I think like it's so interesting because I obviously work in men's sports more.
Yeah.
But like, I love both.
Yeah.
Just because.
No, yeah.
It's wild.
Honestly,
so cool.
same. Like I know there's a lot of people that are just like men's basketball haters because they want to support women so much, but like I'm not a men's basketball hater.
Yeah.
Like, who am I to make that call? Like,
I just love the sport, I feel like. And,
Yeah.
I'm just like, it's epic.
There was like a similar story. There's this little girl that I saw on TikTok, and she had like little page braids, and she had like a little hoop in her house. Every time she'd shoot, she'd be like, "Page pickers!" It was so cute.
That is so cute.
Like,
no.
I love all of that because like usually it's like you say like NBA players or like whatever, which
Yeah.
it's still a thing. But like, I feel like women's sports is just growing so much. Like, I always think of like the New York Liberty. They posted like their fans like a couple years ago versus like now.
Yeah.
And like I went to one of the finals games last year at the Barclays Center, and it was just absolutely packed to the brim.
That's amazing.
Like packed to the brim.
Like the Super Bowl ads this year, it was like all women's sports. Like literally all women's basketball players. I was like, let's go. The best part of working in sports, I think, is like the fans, like seeing how excited they get and like seeing how much these players impact and inspire them. Like it is so cool to see like a little kid just being like, this player inspires me and is the reason I work so hard. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
And like I obviously go to all the women's games, and like I don't think anything of it. Like I don't think like this is like, obviously I think it's like amazing and blah blah blah, but like I see like people with signs that are like, I flew this amount of miles to get here. Like I saw a sign the other day that said I came from Portugal to see the Huskies. What?
All the little girls waiting for the players after the game the other day, I was like, oh my God.
Stop. The person behind me, like I'm such like an overhearer. I'm not. No, I was about to lie, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm nosy. I am.
It's fine.
But like I heard like the person behind me be like, "Oh, like not bad for your first UConn game," like something like that, and like I almost like whipped my head around and was like, "This is your first game." Like I didn't want to be a creep.
Yeah.
But, like usually, like if someone's like says this is their first game, I'm like, "This is your first game." I'm like, "Aren't you having fun?"
Aren't you having so much fun?
Aren't you having so much fun? I literally do that all the time.
There's a video on TikTok, and this kid is like, he was like, "I'll give you a piece of candy for a signature," and I was like, "Who's your favorite player?" And it was Solo. And I was like, Solo, like, there's a kid here for you. And, like, he ran up and like, signed everything for him. It was so cute. And then another time, like, I was able to bring this one kid down. It was his birthday.
Aww.
And he was like, I brought him down to give the players high fives with, like, the rest of the little crew. And that was, like, was probably one of the best moments.
Yeah, it's just, like, so fulfilling. Because it's, like, you're not, like, doing anything crazy. You're just bringing him down. Like, and it's probably, like, made his
with approval, of course.
Approval. And it probably just made his whole year, made his birthday.
Yeah.
Little kids get so excited, and it makes me so excited.
Oh my God.
All the little girls with the page braids. Ugh.
So inspiring. It inspires me. Like, put some page braids in my hair.
Absolutely.
Imagine I have to like go to one of our, no, literally. Imagine one day. That would be funny. I dye my hair Euconic blonde.
Euconic blonde just dropped. Or did it drop? No, it didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, it did.
Okay, you're a fake fan.
I am.
I know. Euconic blonde. Madison Reed, shout out. I also am an intern for them, and I love them down.
Yeah. Here's the thing about Ella. She has like 5,000 jobs, and like I don't even know them. So can you please tell me everything? Because I like to learn.
I have an agency. Like, I have a social media marketing agency. So I have like clients under that. But I run a card game account for an influencer, and I'll help her with her social. And I like run the card game Instagram. I help an influencer who does like fitness with her videos and stuff like that. I work for the UConn men's basketball team as a social intern. I like freelance with other brands. Like I have a few other clients for my agency, and I just help them with like social strategy and creating content, filming content, editing, all the things. And then Madison Reed, I'm one of their social interns, and I literally love it. It's such a good company, and like they're so inspiring and uplifting. And it's like a lot of women, and it just feels like a family. But I think that's it. I think.
You think? Are you sure? Only those 5 billion things?
I think. I'm just like, I just like do random things.
Are you busy all the time?
Like sometimes yes, sometimes no. Like if I have to crank out a content calendar, I'm like, don't hit me up for 3 days. Like I am working on a content calendar. But like in the middle of the month, like it's pretty chill.
How did you get into all that?
So I started a fashion blog when I was a sophomore in high school. I literally would like pose on my street and like force my sister to take photos of me, and she would be like, this is so annoying. Like, why am I doing this?
Well,
and then I brought her to Nike last year to a Nike event. So I was like, you're welcome.
Yeah, no, seriously.
So I kind of owed her. Yeah, I owed her for sure. But she had a lot of fun, thank God. Because I owe her probably a lot more than that. Yeah. But I started a fashion blog, and I just like built out a page, and it's really small. Like it's not big by any means, but I just started like meeting people through social media, and I had an internship in the city when I was a senior in high school. It wasn't the best, but it taught me that I really liked marketing. And then my sophomore year, going to my sophomore year of college, I moved to New York for 3 months to, you don't know this?
No.
So,
Like in the summer?
yeah. So I was working at like a different marketing agency that I really liked my freshman spring. And I took some time off because I was just having a hard time like with my mental health stuff. So I took some time off of school and was working. And then I moved for 3 months to work as an assistant for this influencer. Basically, I got connected with her. I just like would bother her on Instagram for probably 8 months. And then I went to her live shows and was just like, I bought a meet and greet ticket and I wrote her a thank you note at one of her shows and put one of her card game questions in. And the question was like, what's one question you want to ask me? And I was like, how do I work for you? And I put my contact info. And she's like, here's my phone number. Like, you've showed how persistent you are. And then she's like, will you move to New York to help me with social and be my assistant? And I was like, hell yeah. So I signed a 3-month lease there.
Remember earlier when I said, like, if you wanted something, you go and grab it? That's exactly what I mean.
You have to.
You wanted to do that, and you went and you grabbed it. You wanted to work for UConn men's basketball team? You grabbed it. You wanted to start a sports podcast? You grabbed it.
You grabbed it.
You just grabbed it.
You just gotta grab it.
How do you do that?
I think it's just, like, I'm really stubborn. Like, when I set my mind to something, I'm like there's no other option.
I am kind of not like that.
Okay. I respect that.
I don't.
I wish sometimes they could be like, oh, it's chill. Like, let's just, like, see the vibes.
I feel like at my point in my life, like, sometimes I have to be like that. Because, like, I have, like, such a, not, like, fear of disappointment, but, like, I have a lot of anxiety. So, like, I prepare myself for disappointment.
Okay.
Or, like, the worst possible. Like, I'm a very glass half empty girl. I hate it. But, like, I don't know. I feel like you're inspiring me. Maybe my glass is half full.
I think it's half full. I think a lot of it has to do with, like, I've always been into, like, you attract what, like, you put out into the universe and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, half of it's work and half of it's just believing in yourself. And, like, I've failed so many times. Like, I've started so many things. I've stopped them. Like, and you don't see that because, like, nobody's paying that close attention.
Yeah.
But, like, I've done things and I've pivoted and done, like, whatever. And it just, I don't know. Like, I just get so excited about things. And I'm like, I just want to, like, pursue this and go after it. And I'm, like, picturing my life if I have this thing and, like, manifesting it, too. So it's, like,
I'm, like, slowly inching towards that. It's just hard for me. I don't know, like, because I'm a negative Nancy. So, like, if I'm like, ooh, I want this, I'm like, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. You can't think like that. You have to literally be like, it's going to happen. And then if it doesn't, like, it doesn't. But, like, if you're putting out positive energy, like, it's probably going to.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to do this.
And you did. You did this and you, like, ordered it and you're like, let's go. Are you kidding me? I'm like, my show is on.
Low
like,
battery.
Like, let's hear about her hair care journey. Like, let's do it.
Whenever someone comments that or says that, I'm like, this is funny. Everyone shut up. My show is on.
My show is on. No, it's my favorite comment on your stuff. Like, I cry. Watching edits of you, it's my favorite pastime. Like, whether it's, like, you at a game, you at, like, podcasting, like, I am, like,
the one of us
let's
the other
go.
day.
No, literally crying.
I literally was, like, waving my towel in the air. Ella was just trying to social media influencer.
It is so us though. Like, that's literally so us.
That's literally us at a game. That's just me.
Yeah.
Like,
it's so good.
And I know people are watching me and I don't care.
Well, Kayla's at the game, like, the girls are coming off and all the fans are waiting. And Kayla's, like, putting her hand out. She's like, hey! Oh my God!
I did it again the other day.
Oh my God. I'm like, girl.
And
so
Yana
funny.
did give me a high five.
She did. Thank God. Thank God. We were waiting. She's, like, trying to get a signature. I'm like, Miss Girl, you're going to see them later. Like, what are you talking about?
I think it's the funniest thing ever when...
Please charge.
Because, like, I'm their fan. I'm their friend, but I'm their fan.
Yeah, you say that, yeah.
I think it's the funniest thing ever when I, like, actually act like a fan. Because, like, I'd, like, put my hand out and, like, all of them were like... Because, like, it's just me. But I was like, I want a high five! Like, I'm not going to high five you later. Like,
it's so good.
It's the best. Yeah, we have a ghost.
Don't say that. My God.
Are you scared?
You're going to attract it.
Are you scared of ghosts?
Yeah.
Well, I have something to tell you.
What?
When I moved in here, they were like, oh, like somebody died in here.
Shut up.
Remember how I said I love lying? Ah!
The way, like, I slightly believed you, but I was like,
right?
not exactly.
But, like, here's the thing. As we've known...
Why would you move in a house if someone died here? Would you do that? You're like, if they cut your rent, maybe.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Mm-mm.
Low battery. Fees charge.
Okay. I feel like I get this question a lot, but I feel like I should be asking you this question. Because everyone's like, oh, like, how do you get into sports? How do you work in sports? I want to work in sports. And I'm like, girl, I don't know. But, like, what is your advice to young people that want to work in sports?
I think you take, like, any opportunity you can to, like, practice, like, whether it's, like, a high school game or
Low battery.
an AAU
Fees
game
charge.
or, like, whatever it is, like, take the chance to practice photography, videography, social skills. Like, I think the biggest thing I've learned working in sports is, like, you want to be able, like, be very versatile and, like, able to do different things.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of my coworkers and, like, my boss can do, like, graphic design, videography, social, photography. And I'm like, wow, you were so talented. So, like, teach yourself those things. Just, like, practice at any level. And then when you want to work for a team, like, find anyone that, like, works for that team, like, on LinkedIn. Like, LinkedIn, you can message literally anyone.
Yeah.
And you can get in touch and see who, like, does what for each team.
Yeah. I feel like the number one thing I always say is just, like, get the experience. Like, whether it's, like, a stupid internship that you don't really want to do, but, like, it'll look good, or, like, it just, like, gives you that experience to put on your resume.
Yeah,
just
100%.
Do whatever you can.
Yeah.
Like,
and, like, ask to shadow people. Yeah. Well, like, before, like, when I was, like, I want to explore sports a little, I asked this guy at school, I was, like, he did media for, like, our soccer team, and I was, like, hey, can I shadow you? And he ghosted me, and I was, like, okay, cool.
And that happens.
Because I didn't have expensive equipment to shadow him. And I was like, okay, well.
That's not the point of shadowing. Shadowing is just watching what he does.
Yeah. And, like, so many people have told me no. Like, there was this girl at school that was like, you won't work in sports. Like, it's really impossible to break into. Like she was horrible. She was so mean about it. And, like, to this day, like, if she listened to this, like, she would know who she is. Like, she was like, you're not going to work in sports. And I was like, okay, like, bet.
That definitely fueled your fire.
Yeah, 100%.
Knowing you.
100%.
One thing about me is that I love to sing. I really do. But, like, the thought of, like, being serenaded makes me want to shrivel up and die.
Wait, the what?
Like, have you ever watched Euphoria?
Yeah.
The scene where, like, he's playing the guitar and, like, singing to Rue.
Oh, no.
I skip it every time. I've never watched the full scene. That makes me so wildly uncomfortable. Like, if you were to
add it to the things you hate.
Oh my god, I can't believe that's not on the list.
Like, in high school, for Valentine's Day, you would basically, like, pay, like, $5 or something for them to go sing a song to someone at lunch. And they would have, like, the person had to stand up. And they would sing, like, Justin Bieber. Oh my god, it came up on, like, my 4 years ago today. I wish I sent it to more people to just mess with them.
Oh my god, if somebody ever did that to me. Like, that's the thing, like, I gave like, my whole list of things I hate. Like, if somebody pranks me or, like, sings to me.
Yeah. I was like, I should prank Kayla. And then, like, the next line is, like, if you ever prank me, we will not be friends. I was like, never mind. I wouldn't even think of it.
I'm not kidding. Because, like, a prank is not worth me, like, hyperventilating.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
It's not worth it.
No.
And, like, you singing to me is not worth, like, my secondhand embarrassment going up to the roof and wanting to die. Anyways, sports.
Hey, what is wrong with me? I need to stay focused. Sports. What was the question? Yeah, basically, like, multiple times people were like, one girl was like, oh, you can't join this club. Like, it's impossible to join. Like, girl, okay. We're in college. And then, like, this guy was like, you can't shadow me. You don't have the right equipment. Like, you didn't pay enough in equipment to work with me. And, like, I was told no a lot of times. And, like, people don't see that. And then I went another avenue and pitched myself to a team and, like, literally made my own job. Like, I pitched a job for myself, and that's how I ended up there.
I just feel like putting your name out there and, like, even if it's, like, DMing someone you want to work with, or like a company, or just anything. Email, find an email. Just put your name out there. And if you never get a response, okay, that's you trying.
Exactly.
And if you get a response, woohoo.
I think also, like, the social media thing, like, I know there's a lot of negative things about social media completely. Like, I am so addicted to my phone. Like, there are so many negative things about social media, but I also think it's such an important tool. Like, if you're showing, like, oh, this is the video I made for my high school team, and, like, these are the photos I took at this random event. Like, you would be so surprised at people that are going to message you or reach out to you and be like, oh my God, can you help me? Can you help me? Like,
Yeah.
I literally have like 2,500 followers, which is like not a ton of followers, but I've just met so many people because I've shared my work.
This is like specifically like social media and sports. There's obviously so many
totally
other things that I didn't even realize. Like when I like worked in the ticket office, I was like, wow, like this is actually like pretty important because if there's no ticket, then there's no fans.
100%.
What?
Yeah.
Like it was something so small that like when I first started working there, I was like, ugh, whatever. It's not like I'm courtside, and it's not like I'm getting hit by the St. John's players and getting a bone bruise. And
okay, you know what? Blair did fall on me, and I do have a pretty bad bruise from it, but that's okay.
But
I had to like get ice. It was actually so embarrassing. Like, it's okay.
I'm not like on the court. Like I'm like behind the scenes, but it's still important. Like there's so many different things in sports that you can do that like you
oh my God,
realize.
100%.
I feel like people just think of it as like the flashy parts that like people post like them like they're working in the NFL or like whatever, like they're on the field. Like there's so much more to it.
Yeah. And even in social, like you don't see like my team sitting in the office for hours and hours and hours editing. Like you see like the shooting content and them like on the court shooting stuff, but it's like, oh my God, people spend hours editing this stuff.
Yeah.
And, like
behind the scenes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Nobody knows about the behind the scenes.
Yeah, not enough
I didn't
people
until I started working at the ticket office, and I'm like, wow, there's so much that goes into it.
Yeah.
Even like marketing, it's like marketing, like you think it's like so glamorous, but like you know how much thought has to go into all that.
Oh my God, with the sponsors and like when things are shown and when things. Oh my God, it's literally wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. The broadcasting and like media time. There's so many things.
Yes.
Yeah.
You want to go to the game? Well, you need to call Kayla. Well, you should have called me because I quit.
You really came with your questions.
You know, like I'm just following in your footsteps.
Oh, now your glass is half full. Did you start journaling?
There's a sip. No, Ella. Ella is big on manifesting.
Yeah.
And clearly,
I haven't done it
works.
though in like a year probably.
But like I feel like journaling is like manifesting in a way.
100%. Yeah. You're not like burning any bay leaves. You've never heard that? It's like a thing you like.
Nope. I haven't done that recently.
There's like a manifestation thing where like I haven't done it, but you like write. You don't believe me?
You haven't done it?
Okay, maybe I did it once. Like, because it was like, oh. Okay, I did do it once.
Liar! Liar! Liar!
Okay, miss, I'm going to Philadelphia. Like, I'm going to Pennsylvania. Like,
that was good.
Someone died in my house. You know, I definitely did one time because I was like, maybe it'll work.
Like, wait,
you
with
like
tea?
write something on a bay leaf, like an actual bay leaf, and then you like burn it, and apparently that's supposed to make your wishes come true. I don't really know.
I've done moon water.
Okay, like I don't know. Like I'm not really into like those things. I like think it's just like mindset.
I need all the help I can get. So.
You need to read The Secret. It's just about the law of attraction, and it's like the thing. Okay, like not to be like whatever. The thing I like about The Secret is that it explains it in like scientific terms. It's not just like believe and stuff. It's like you're vibrating at a certain level, and like good things in life are vibrating at a high level too. Mm-hmm. So like you attract like higher vibrational things if you're vibrating at a high level. Does that make sense? Like your atoms and stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm like basically a scientist.
No, yeah, like social media, and basketball team, scientists. Like, do you have time to like just take a sip of water? I mean,
yeah, I do. More coffee, but like yeah.
Yeah, black coffee.
I know I'm weird.
You are.
I love it though. I used to hate it, but one of my good friends was like drink it all the time, and now I love that it's like disgusting. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like I love that it's like a little bit like you want to spit it out. Like it's kind of like really bitter, but like I love it. Like I don't know how to explain it.
You can try to explain it, but I guarantee I'm not going to get it because I don't get what you're saying right now.
I just like love that it's kind of like tastes bad. Like I don't know. I like that is the best way to explain black coffee.
I love how it tastes bad.
I'm like, I know you're gonna like ruin me right now, but
Yeah.
like it's gonna make me wake up. Everybody's like, oh, I want the bad boy that's gonna ruin my life. I'm like, I want the coffee that's gonna like ruin me. Like that. Me. Like I want my coffee to ruin my life. No, not really.
No, like, yeah, and that would. One sip of that would ruin my life.
Really? Do you not drink coffee?
No.
No. Crazy.
No coffee, no tea, no alcohol.
Wow.
I'm pretty boring.
That's cool. I just don't know. Like, that's amazing. I respect it.
Is it?
You're been on your health grind, gym
Like-
grind, like all the things. Me and Killa go to the gym.
We've gone to the gym together twice.
Okay. My bad.
Yaz and I went the other day, and while we were at the gym, I was like, we should have told Ella we were at the gym.
I haven't been here all week.
And then you texted later and was like, oh, I'm in New York for an event. And I was like,
Yeah.
thank God we just forgot
Thank
to
God.
ask
Otherwise,
you."
I'll find you. They went one time, and I was like, okay. Anyway, I didn't even want to go.
No, but you're on your, like, you drink green juice and all that.
I drank green juice one time, and like,
So you drank green juice one time and you went to the gym twice.
yeah, I ran last week one time, and
I don't run.
it's so bad.
I don't run because treadmill or ground, there will be an earthquake. The earth will shatter. The earth will spin differently on its axis.
Wait.
And I'm looking out for everyone around me. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh
No,
my
literally.
God, is there an elephant in here? How did it fit through the door?" Nope, it's just me running.
So at the beginning of the year, my friends were like, let's run a half marathon. And I was like, great idea. Like, I'm going to do it because nobody will believe me.
Oh, here you go again.
No, but like,
Fuel to your fire.
but like, I don't want to. But like, I told my boyfriend, I was like, yeah, I'm running half marathon. Like, we just started like hanging out. I was like, I'll look cool. Like, he'll think, whatever. And like, at this point, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna. Like, I'm gonna. But like, the problem is like, now we're dating and we've been dating for a few months, and he's like, oh my God, I like, someone will be like, I run. And he's like, oh yeah, my girl's training for a half marathon. But my bone bruise, like,
you
it's
dug a
happened
hole.
multiple times though. Like, he said
my
it to multiple
God.
people. It's like, my girl. I'm like, first of all, like,
Oh my God. Wait, how long is a half marathon?
12 miles.
No.
I ran 4.
No. I'm telling you right now, and this is the God's honest truth, this is embarrassing.
For me? Oh.
No, what I'm about to say for me. I have never ran a mile.
That's okay.
Like, fully straight through, like, just run the entire time. Mile.
We probably have in a sport and you just know.
Well, like, basketball, like, I'm not, like, genuinely running, sprinting back and forth. Like, I'm stopping.
But are you galloping? Like, what are you doing? You're skipping down the court?
Yeah, I'm galloping down the court. I'm running back and forth, but I'm stopping, like, for offense and defense.
Obviously.
I forgot. You were on the bench.
Okay. I practiced.
You did?
Yes. They need an even number.
That is so amazing.
Yeah, one time I showed up. My JV coach, like my first 2 years of high school, he would be like, oh my God, it's cold outside, practice canceled. The varsity coach would be like, you know, we played indoor sport, right? And one time, like, it was like 8 a.m. He's like, 8 a.m. practice. He was not showing up to that 8 a.m. practice. Love him down. He was not going to the 8 a.m. practice. Like, he was like,
8 a.m.
no,
practice.
he canceled it because he didn't want to get up for 8 a.m. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I did not either. And I didn't get the text, so I showed up with the whole varsity team. And they're like, you can practice with us. And I was like,
Period.
so I practiced with them for 30 minutes and then I left. I was like, it's been great. Nice knowing you. See you later. But I was like about to vomit walking out of there. I'm not even going to lie, but I was just like, yeah, this is so great. I'm glad I could put in some extra reps today.
Extra reps. Oh my God. The worst about basketball was like the beginning of the season. When like You just like run and run and run, and then you can't walk, and the next day you got to do it all over again, and like, ugh.
Because there's no games. Yeah. It's just
Ugh.
practice.
And it's not like you were doing it every day right before the season. Like,
Yeah.
it's high school basketball. Sorry. Let me chill.
I mean, you were doing it year round, so.
Let me chill. Let me de-bloat. Let me sleep. Let me... No? Courtney Kardashian?
No, I know. Yeah. Period.
Drink your black coffee. Does it taste bad?
Like, I'm so used to it now. Like, it's gross. Do you want some?
No. You know, this is so random. I love getting off topic, but you know those videos that it's like, you can't see like what the drink is, and like
We
you
should
have
do that.
straws? I think I can do that with different types of Sprite.
Really? Should we do it?
Can we?
Wait, yeah. That'd be so fun.
Can we really?
Different types of Sprite?
Yeah. Like a regular Sprite, or like a Sprite from like McDonald's, or like a Sprite cranberry, or like a Sprite Zero.
You
like...
think you could do a Sprite from McDonald's, a Sprite from like a can?
Yes.
What?
And if I
No, we need to
can't,
do
then
it
this
now.
is so embarrassing, and I'll, like no one will ever see this. But like,
No, you'll see it.
I think that we should.
We need to do that. That would bring me so much joy.
It would bring me joy because I love Sprite.
Wait, Diet Sprite, I don't even know. I'm making stuff up.
Sprite Zero.
Yeah. Sarah Mist.
Yeah. You
Sorry,
put one of those
Starry.
in there.
You think you could tell Starry?
Oh wait, is it?
Sarah Mist.
Is now Starry.
Yeah, basically I learned this in school the other day. I prove I actually go to class sometimes. I guess they didn't make like the copyright long enough, and it's like somebody's name, and they took it. They had to like make it Starry. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that like Sierra Mist still existed, but like
No.
Starry was just like another Sierra Mist.
No.
You could throw a Starry in there.
You think you could tell the difference?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think you understand how much I love Sprite.
I couldn't. I wouldn't be able to. But
I'm gonna DM Sprite after this video.
just send them this clip. Sprite. Yeah.
Sprite.
Maybe Sprite will sponsor Kayla apps. Should we pitch them?
I'll cry right now. Don't. Maybe my glass should be half full though. Sprite.
It's getting there.
I love you.
It's half full with Sprite.
Ooh. You don't understand. I don't think anyone understands my obsession with Sprite.
It's really
Best
good.
soda.
It gets really good. Damn.
Okay, last and final question that actually has to do with sports and not
Okay.
Sprite. What are your... This is a big question.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
What are your, after graduation, like your short-term goals and your long-term goals? Or like dreams or aspirations or like what you want to do or yada, yada, yada.
I want to do my social media marketing agency full time after school. So I'm not planning on getting a corporate job, which is really, really scary.
Yeah.
And I thought it would be a little bit like more chill because I've been doing it for so long, and I'd be like, okay, cool. Like I kind of know, but it's really scary having to pay rent and like potentially moving, and everyone's getting a corporate job. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to do social media for people, which.
But like some people get stupid jobs. Stupider.
I know. But like
Not that it's
having like an actual income every month and like knowing you're gonna get like X amount of money every month.
stability.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you put in like, obviously I have to put in like contracts and like all those important things to
Yeah.
make sure I know how much I'm getting every month, which like I'm working on now. And so that's my plan, but I actually really want to have a focus on sports. So like helping athletes build their brands, because I feel like the thing we're seeing a lot with athletes is like they have ads, or then they have like random like photos or whatever, and it's like, what are these athletes' brands, and like how can they develop them? How can they show like who they really are and what they're doing, and like connect with people, because people want more from them and really want to just connect with them and like see what their day-to-day life looks like, or like them getting ready for events, or like all these different things, and just want to look into their life.
Yeah. I feel like people, like fans, they love like behind the scenes.
Oh my god, 100%.
Like every time Paige posts an ad, everyone's like, another ad, like da da da. Like, it's so important to get to know the athlete on a personal level.
Yeah.
Like they could be an amazing player, horrible person.
Yeah.
Like you don't know that.
Yeah, 100%.
They're still people. They're still, whether it's like they're at the professional level and they're adults with lives, or they're at the college level and they're still young, and like obviously their college experience isn't as similar as someone who's not an athlete.
Yeah.
But like that doesn't mean that they can't do things and like live the same life to an extent as people that aren't athletes.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I've found is like I've worked with so many different like people in so many different industries, and like when I work with athletes, I'm like, these are the people that we should be making
Yeah.
more famous.
Yeah.
Because they are like, when you really know their story, like they're working their butts off their whole life
yeah.
and like so dedicated, and like most of them, like mostly everyone I've run into here at least, has been so kind and so deserving of like having a platform and having these fans, and like I want more people to just like see who these people are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And like those are the kind of people like that should be more famous and like deserve the fame, is like these good people that are so
Yeah.
hardworking and come from great families and
Yeah.
like all these things.
I feel like athletes, it's like, it's just perfect because they're, like you said, like they're working so hard, like to get to where they want to be. Like I feel like most of them are like humble in that aspect. Like
Mhm. Totally.
like a lot of them don't expect to get. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say like expect to get like to where they are or like the highest level, but like, you know, I feel like a lot of them work hard and it's just they have different lives. Like
Yeah.
they really do.
Yeah. And like they don't have the time to sit there and be like, okay, what's my Instagram strategy?
Yeah.
Like
no.
that's not because
They are not building their own brand. They're worried about something else.
yeah, 100%. And it's like, okay, let's bring in people to support them. And then the other thing is for smaller athletes, like I've worked in the influencer space and I've kind of learned a lot about how to work with brands as a smaller creator and make like a few $100s from working with different brands. So so many brands are trying to break into college audiences in general. So I also want to help smaller athletes that have like less of a following, teach them how to work with brands.
Yeah.
And like get these opportunities to work with brands and like bring these different brands to their schools. So
Yeah.
stuff like that. So that's post grad kind of what I'm thinking. And yeah, I feel like our podcast out of bounds ties perfectly into that. Ties very well into that.
No,
so
yeah.
yeah.
That's so much fun.
Yeah, we'll see. It's like
We'll see.
it's a weird time right now. I'm still figuring it out, but I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
I mean, this is the time to do it.
I think. I hope so.
I mean, girl, I'm going on year 3 post grad, and I'm still figuring it out.
But you're killing it, like you are. Guys, you need to tell Kayla how much she's killing it because she's really killing it.
Because remember, my glass is half empty. For now.
No,
There's a sip in there.
wait. I thought it was half full now, with Sprite.
Mmm.
Just like if it's Sprite, it's half full.
I have Sprite cranberry in the fridge. I can't wait to take a swig after this. No, yeah. Well, no, I'm getting there.
Yeah,
I feel
for
like
sure.
I'm starting to do like more things that I want to do, and
You
just
are.
like doing this and like getting my name out there and
Yeah,
just DMing whoever. Hey,
obsessed.
can I be annoying real quick, please?
But dude, that's how I got
Apparently it works.
8 months. I was DMing this influencer.
Oh yeah, you're inspiring me. I have things to do after this.
Yeah,
Drink some Sprite cranberry and DM a bunch of people that don't know me
and edit this episode.
and edit this episode.
Duh.
Shout out Sprite. Shout out Ella.
No.
Shout out Yaz for my new microphone. Shout out Madison Reed.
Period. We love them. I like want to dye my hair, but I'm
Shout out Out of Bounds. Out of Bounds. You'll be notified when that releases.
Yeah, obviously. Why
Oh,
you look
yeah.
at me?
Yeah,
Guess
no,
you'll
you're
be
kinda
notified.
like the coordinator. You're like the CEO, and I'm like,
What's the sound?
I'm the janitor.
I'm the talent.
I'm the talent.
Kayla.
Thank you for listening, and thank you for coming.
Thanks for
And I'll
having
tag
me.
all of your socials.
Let's go.
Your 5,000 jobs and everything.
Please.
But yeah, if anyone has any questions or wants some advice, I like to read my comments. I like to answer as much as I can. And see you next week. Bye. Comment down below your favorite part of the video.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram, follow my Twitter, follow my...
Wait, you did that good.
I did?
Yeah. It's good.